Okay, can you hear me now? Jay, can you see if the audio is working on the stream? Oh, it's alright. Can you see if the audio is working on the stream?
Yeah, 1 sec.
I don't know how we got into another game.
Yeah, I just like was looking at the TV and it was like, oh, we're just in a game right now.
Yeah. I just want to tell you how I'm feeling.
I just have no idea where my 100-foot Ethernet cable went.
Is the audio? I don't know if anyone's watching yet, but is the audio there yet?
Oh, what a pass.
Oh, terrible touch. Anybody hear me? Is it working? Why? Yay! Alright. Does it sound okay?
Oh, put it away now.
Oh yeah, you don't see Rocket League, that's right. There you go. Oh. Does it sound okay? Does it sound weird? Nice shot!
I
Nice
kind of
shot!
wrecked that guy right there. Thanks. That delayed flip.
Yeah, put it away, put it away. Nice job.
I think that was
Brayton.
probably going to go in, but
How does it sound?
sounds fine to me, I think.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna leave it alone then.
I heard you say, Britain, how does it sound? Twice.
No, he's not listening. Oh, what a beautiful pass, and I screwed it up.
That's okay.
Back to
It's
you.
all about the practice.
I'm quiet? Okay. I think I may know what's happening here. I didn't realize we were winning this game.
Yeah. Obviously, they didn't score as many goals as they could have, but who wants to do that in casual, anyways?
Yeah. Oh, that's in.
Oh, it's almost in. Big limp boost.
Nice. 50.
Yeah, I'm not actually sure how I died there. That's kind of crazy. Ooh, what a
Yeah.
dunk.
Thanks. How is this? Is this better? I don't know what my thing is doing right now. It's weird. My mic louder now?
Can't tell.
Oh yeah. Are you? Oh wait, are you listening to it? Nice pass. Ooh, my bad. Ooh. Oh, it's alright. Stole that from you. I sound crystal clear? Yes! Ooh, daddy! Oh, that was close.
There's that guy back at the...
Okay, there we go.
other side.
Oh, no. We don't need to play those guys again.
Just getting random lag spikes. So weird.
Well, could just be Rocket League. Seems like it doesn't happen in other games for you.
True.
Wanna try some Fortnite?
Sure.
Are we ready for that? Britt, you ready? I don't know if I'm ready. I haven't played in so
The
long.
games launcher open.
Fortnite. Ask me anything. Yes. It is while I play. Indeed. Good question. I'm curious how. What do you mean by support? Like, give me your scenario. Oh, this is loading. We can go to this. Yeah, that took forever. I mean, that is a tough situation, right? Um, I think. I mean, what would you want to just tell them how you feel about them being gay in general? But they know you're a Christian, right? What was that? What was that? Yeah, I don't know. I feel like sometimes you dodge a lot of gay stuff. What does that mean? Yeah, man, I don't know. I think you got to show love, love to them, and there might come a point where they ask you about it, like what you think, and you just tell them straight up, you know, like I love you, I appreciate you, but I disagree with your lifestyle, and that's or I think your lifestyle is harmful to you. You know, there's all sorts of things. It's well put, well put. I mean, what do they say when they talk about it? Hmm. Interesting that they would do that. I wonder why they're doing that, knowing they probably already know your stance on it.
Yeah, we're in it.
What?
We're in there like swimwear.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Oh, you got the galaxy skin.
I do, yeah. I need to mute you. Well, I think. Oh, hold on, I gotta. Oh, mute voice. There we go. Mute voice. Okay. Yeah. I mean, it is such a tough situation because relationships are important, right? And you don't want necessarily to destroy the relationship, but, um, yeah, yeah, okay. You don't want to destroy the relationship, but at the same time, you want what's best for them, and I think God tells us not to do things not because He just wants to rule us, but because He wants what's best for us, and He wants our lives to go well, and so. Yeah, I think you could remind him in a loving way. Um, Sounds weird that he talks about it so openly. They're like so almost aggressively, kind of odd. All right, Walter, what's up? You guys ready? I don't even know what to pick here. I'm not squad leader, am I?
I joined you, so probably.
Okay, I promoted Chief Oatmeal. Yeah. Oh yeah. Let me send you a invite on Discord.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Didn't know I was playing with some OGs.
That's right. The Galaxy skin, literally the only skin I have.
I said that when Jake was in the call, like, know you were that OG.
Yeah, I'm pretty OG. Oh, here, I better put on the.
I don't know how
What?
to mute myself in the game chat.
I muted you. Just individually, but
The Galaxy skin is pretty sweet, though.
it is pretty cool. And it is kind of an odd flex, isn't it?
OG or Fortnite sounds like perfect. We're gonna go in there looking like a bunch of OGs, and
What's OG Fortnite?
I think it's just like
It's just
what
like
Fortnite used to be.
it's like season 1, season 2.
I,
Pretty much season 1. Like,
Oh, I forgot to tell you guys. Boston is out of town, and Emma and I have a anatomy scan tomorrow for the baby. So I will not be going to Bible study.
okay. It's good to know. Maybe me and Andrew will do a little thing.
I'm nervous, you guys. I haven't played this in so long. I should see what my settings are on.
We'll probably get destroyed, I'm sure.
No. No.
I don't even know
No.
if my controls are going to be the same as they used to be. I don't even know what my controls used to be.
Dude, that skin is kind of a flex.
You love it?
Dude, and the Black Knight.
Yeah.
This skin is like one season after that one, so it's pretty close.
I'm scared, boys. Scared.
Check this out.
Should I turn on ray tracing just because I can?
Do you have the floss? You should do that emote. Oh,
Yeah,
that's so funny.
I don't need it. Hey, Walter. Aaron. What's the question? What are you thinking? What's on your mind? Let's talk while I slay some victims. Or I get slayed, and I'm the victim.
I
Yeah,
don't know, when I play OG Fortnite, I just kind of camp a little bit because it's just kind of like the way the map's been built.
wait, is there builds? Oh, my FPS not very good.
Yeah.
There's builds? Great.
Yeah.
I was never very good at that.
Oh my gosh, sliding.
Yeah, there's movement in this.
No,
Oh
that's
man,
better.
I remember grenades.
When's the last time you played Fortnite, Jake?
So long ago.
Should we go like...
You just...
Wait,
But-
we're not connected to each other.
Yeah, saying Apex. Let's go,
Battlefields?
This
There?
is a good loot spot. Go over there.
Alright. Oh!
This
I'm scared.
in.
Oh yeah. Remember this spot? There are quite a few people with us.
Yeah, this spot's got a lot of loot.
Yes, indeed.
I did not get out of here fast enough. I'm going to the back of this truck here.
Landing in the bin in the. Oh!
I knocked one.
I got somebody over here. Dude.
Oh yeah.
Back somebody. They're probably just AIs, to be honest.
There's a few, but there's also like real.
Yeah,
people.
come on, bring it on. What are you waiting for?
Oh my gosh, the blue scoped AR. It's been so long. Oh my gosh. I don't remember
Oh, man.
literally anything about
OG Fortnite?
my edit binds or anything like that.
Where is this thing? Like, this game is so quiet right now. Where is this?
It's in here. What are you? What are
This
you
is
not
my-
a professional?
This is my third one I've broken.
I just think like this is the only game mode that wouldn't be crazy. Because if we hopped into the regular battle royale, you guys would be like, not to be mean, but just really lost. 'Cause
No,
there's,
no,
like,
no. We would not.
There's like there's swords. There's like magical stuff you can shoot at people. You can like teleport. There's like cars and everything. Like, this is probably the most relatable Fortnite game. I don't know. We could play Reload. I think you guys would really like Reload. It's really like the
Ooh.
Apex respawn mode, Jake. It's really fun.
Mm-hmm.
Like
That's
you don't
a-
just die once you're dead. You're not just
people
dead.
play.
I really like that game mode.
Just so you know, I am trash at builds. So that's
There is real build. That's pretty fun actually. Because it's actually pretty difficult at the end. 'Cause there's like you have to find cover.
Yeah, I mean that's tough. That's part of. I mean, there's shots over here. That's part of like they've been kind of deceived, unfortunately, right? So if they're accepted, I don't know. You can show them what the Bible says, right? And but they usually have some fancy argument to get around what the Bible says, right? And so, yeah, that's tough.
Coming towards that. Shooting.
Going towards that shooting as well.
Yeah, I got a sniper rifle. OG blue bolt action.
That's a really, I mean, if you're friends with them, friendship always helps. I don't know. It's someone you don't know super well. I don't know how helpful things are usually, but
I don't have a shotgun, so.
nice. Okay.
And my neck really
Yeah.
screwed. Need some
And
prayer.
usually I feel like people in those situations, they find a church, right, that, as Paul said, teaches them what their itching ears want to hear. And so
I'm gonna get up on top of this hill and kind of get a good
that's a
Look
big
over
part
the
of the
city.
problem.
town.
Is, I don't know. Sometimes there's just nothing you can really say. I don't even remember how to build, so good luck. Good luck. I'm not gonna build at all. Okay, shots, I go there instantly.
Oh, this guy did literally crouch under my bullet. That was crazy.
Got him.
How do I head down here?
Good old retail row. He's building over here. By me.
Yeah.
He's on me. In this little building.
Oh.
Got him. I kind of stole that kill
Nice.
from you.
Field there. I don't remember how to ping stuff in this game.
Ooh.
I'm gonna guess it's like on the right, something on the joystick.
Yeah,
down on the
I mean that's
maybe?
true. I think part of the way to do that is to make sure you know the scripture, right? Because, like, I think,
Here you go.
dude, thanks, Funky. Oh, sorry, was that for me? Was that for who's that for?
Yeah, I mean, you can take it out here.
I don't have any
I really want
heals.
to find shotgun. There we go.
Yeah, I mean, that's actually easier to do than we think. Right, to become.
You can actually
Wow.
double pump in this game mode. by
I
the
like
way.
this. I don't know.
And
It's really broken.
like right when I like started to be able to do it, like actually do it, and is when they took it out of the game.
It's just the only problem is you gotta have a lot of shotgun ammo because you're gonna burn through it quick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, we better head towards zone.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it's tough because if you're a part of a church that just tells you everything's good, everything's all right, you're okay. Like, I don't know. It's not good. Whereas I feel like this is just so quiet.
Oh, we are a long ways from circle.
Oh yeah.
Zone's closing, so we're not gonna really run into anybody probably.
Yeah. Well, I mean, sure, there's a lot of interpretations to some things, but when Jesus says, "If you look at a woman lustfully in your heart," you know, that is it's not really up for. There's not a lot of debate around that, right? So I think a lot of scripture actually isn't as up for interpretation as we might think. You know, it's like, oh, this is actually pretty obvious, and so. Aha!
You would have 1,000 of every mat too.
Oh yeah.
Amazing.
Oh,
We
my
defi-
game glitched.
We definitely do need to feel uncomfortable, and it's a good thing for us. I agree. But a challenge, but the scripture, if you're following the scripture, it will make you uncomfortable, right? Because it calls us to a much higher standard. Even if you're trying to live by that standard, it'll call you higher yet, right? Yeah, I listen to the Holy Spirit. Oh, okay. The Holy Spirit's got a lot of gotcha moments, you know? I got 3 of those neti pots.
Ooh. Path right there. Well, you got shields? You still need like a medium shield.
Yeah, I'm good. I got shields.
You have minis
Yeah.
or bigs? still needs-
Bigs.
Yeah,
Still
you
need
can.
a big.
There's no minis in this game right
Oh,
now.
yeah.
They didn't come out
Oh,
until like
s-
later.
Yeah, I remember when they came out. I was like, this is so much better.
I like how they're like just the best.
Women in ministry. To me, women in ministry is a tough one.
They're like shield cells. Pop 2 shield cells, heat your shields up.
That's just a tough one. I guess I just don't know where I stand on it. I lean away, but I don't know if it's the right way.
I'm in a group called Deuteronomy on Facebook, and they are very anti-women in ministry.
Hmm.
It's interesting.
Well, the question was, just what is the passage that is misinterpreted or is, oh, misinterpreted, but it was one of the most unambiguous. Hmm. I mean, that could be women in ministry, I think. Ah!
Behind us, behind us.
We gotta keep moving though. We can't really fight these guys.
Eh.
Bombs coming in.
Oh, this water is so slow.
Yeah, I think we're gonna keep moving. Cause
I don't know how to build. I try. Yeah.
are we just in between 2 squads? We are in between 2 squads right
Yep.
now. That sucks. We gotta keep going. Almost there, almost there.
Figure out how to build, Ethan.
Yeah, a little bit.
Dude, all you need to know how to do is some stairs and walls. Maybe some floors. That squad's gonna probably meet us up here.
Probably, yeah. Just gonna head towards that hill.
Oh yeah, they're
Somebody's got
fighting
an
over there.
RPG over there.
Yeah. The Old Testament is usually the one that's the most misinterpreted. But like, I mean, there's a
You can
book
notice on this
called,
hill,
Snipers
here.
in
what's the
front of
book
us as
called?
well.
It's called,
This will be in the circle, and we can just fight at these guys when they come in.
oh, what is it? Slaves, homosexuals, and women. I think is what it might be called. And this guy makes a case for what he calls like a hermeneutic of redemption, and how in the scripture in the Old Testament, the New Testament, the Old Testament
They're
talks
on the
about
drop over here.
homosexuality and slaves, but as the scripture progresses,
We
and
also got these
women.
guys behind us.
Oh, I just got snapped real hard.
We got people coming in behind us right now. I'm trying to watch them.
I'm healing up quick.
Yeah, right here.
Oh. You know me?
You got one.
Oh, he just pumped. I can see him. His skin blended in so well.
Yeah, I'm down. And anyways, and so in the Old Testament, throughout the Old Testament and the New Testament, like slaves and women, they kind of change. Like the things that are being said, it kind of slowly changes. But homosexuality is one that doesn't change at all, right? Like throughout the whole scripture, nothing that's said about it changes whatsoever. But slaves and women do change, and so, or they change, or they get into a Oh, you on tonight, Caleb?
You guys are pretty good. I can't lie.
I'm in a bush, just dying out.
Oh,
I'm dead. I'm dead out.
yeah, that killed me. Oh, you got height on him, bro. Oh, oh, uh-oh, uh-oh, Actually, you almost got that dude. You guys want to try the reload game mode, or it's a lot easier than this?
There's also a first-person game mode, right? It's supposed to be really fun.
Are you sending me a call, Ethan?
No, that was Caleb.
Oh,
I think we should try reload just
don't-
once, since then we can.
I don't know where that call went though. It just like disappeared.
it did.
Yeah, it's not even in my.
It sure did.
That is weird.
Oh man, my editing is too fast for my lack of skill. Oh, is Jake on? Playing Fortnite?
Jake Funk?
Yeah.
Oh, he is. Funky Spunky. Let's get him in here.
Would you guys rather play build or to go both? I'll play whatever. I don't care. It's up to you.
I don't care. I'm gonna be bad
Oh, you heard it in my stream here. I'll turn off the call. Notifications. Where are we? I have a tiny little screen below my monitor, and it is hard to read. Yeah, anyways. But, anyways, back to the original premise. I do think a lot of things are not as up for interpretation as we think. But, I mean, there's culture to consider. There's all these different things, which I think add flavor. Whoa.
Who are we playing with here?
Did we invite Jake?
Yeah, I did. Or somebody did. I think I did.
There we go.
Oh, okay.
Add him to the call.
Yep. Whoa.
There we go. I got
Yeah.
everybody in, I think. Here, I'll mute your Twitch stream now. No, I heard it going on the Twitch stream and I forgot I had the Twitch stream up. No, I was at group and then forgot to tell my wife that I was talking late, and so she was up and worried. And then I came home to a very upset wife. And then I was gonna go let the dog out, but she was crying, so I was like, okay, well, I'll just go to bed. Then when I came back in, she had stopped crying. So then I was just gonna like go to bed, but I sat on my phone too long, and now I don't think there's any use. So then I came down here.
Dang. With Britain dancing, I missed most of that. All that noise just like overrid
Yeah, that was
me.
the plan.
If I were to, no, I guess we can't play 5, right? There's no Fortnite with 5.
There is one game mode, and it's the new one that has 5.
The first person one?
I'd have. So this is the
Dude,
regular
let's try it.
Fortnite, not the battle royale. Is that the one?
Yeah,
I have?
it's like Valorant, CS:GO, kind of.
Holy.
Ooh.
Where'd it go,
You need
Ethan?
117. Yeah, that's not.
I got
happening.
my game crashed.
I'm not downloading 117 gigabytes tonight and playing at this point.
That's a lot. Hey guys, can you think of any secular intellectual property that deeply reflects Christian moral values, morals, and stories?
Lord of the Rings.
Well, that was already said.
Is,
Ted Decker's a
Narnia-
Christian, I think. Huh?
Narnia secular?
No, I mean it's written by a Christian, like
Wait,
something.
can you say that in layman terms? Sorry, I
Well,
didn't mean to interrupt.
Lord of the
Wait,
Rings
what?
was written by a Christian too, so.
Oh, what was the question?
That's
Can I
true.
think of
That's a
some-
good point. It was apart from Lord of the Rings, what is another secular intellectual property that deeply reflects Christian values, morals, stories?
Oh. Yeah, I understand the question now.
I think.
Prince of Egypt, right there, number 1.
I wonder. I'm trying to think. I feel like, yeah, I feel like accidentally, almost every movie does this. They have a hero, right, that realizes he's got to sacrifice himself so that everybody can live, right? That happens in almost every movie. Like, not every movie, but every superhero movie happens in a lot of movies.
Doesn't even have to be that example. There's so many other references.
But yeah, I just think
mean,
there's
like-
something interesting about media in that, like, we have this narrative, right, that we want to keep telling over and over again, that somebody needs to die in order that everyone else can live, right? And I think that's just the kind of the gospel narrative that's embedded.
Any good versus evil story, and there's an ultimate evil. They're trying to kind of disrupt that with evil is just misunderstood now.
Bye, Andrew. Yeah, it's true. Postmodernism. Yeah.
But I think that, like in Star Wars, that would be like that, right? The ultimate good versus ultimate evil. Although they kind of gray it up with the Jedi being maybe not that good, but that kind
Yeah,
of
but that's just on the latest ones, right? Where they inject
No.
postmodernism.
Well, yeah, the postmodernism is in like
Ready up!
is in like
What are we doing? Where am I?
7 through 9.
I don't
but
understand how
even
this
in-
game works.
Even in 1 through
Oh, okay.
or 1, 2, and 3, right? Like the
Oh, my
good
game
is brought
crashed.
down by
My computer's restarted completely.
like the good was blinded by its own whatever to not see the evil. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I think the postmodern. I just like, well, you think about that though, like almost every movie for the last few years is telling the same type of story. What you think is good is actually evil. What you think is evil is actually maybe not as evil as you thought, right? You go back to the
Right.
origin story, right? And it's just, I don't know, just the graying of the lines.
We were kind of talking about that at your Christianity Tonight, where C.S. Lewis talks about like Christians shouldn't judge because God judges on like how you respond to what you've been given, and so a really evil person's slight good is probably better in God's eyes
Mm,
than
yeah.
me being like a relatively like quote good person doing good things is like that's expected, kind of a thing, and that's like the hand I was dealt. Is
Yeah, well, I
know?
think that's actually scriptural. And Jesus talks about
Right.
that. Those who know little,
right. So
they
it,
basically
it
are
kind
punished
of,
less.
kind of tracks then that
Oh yeah, that's
like,
true.
I just don't know the evil person because I don't know what they've been through. I don't know that their father abused them growing up and their mother did
Right.
drugs.
Yeah, I do think that we're all victims, but we're all also perpetrators, right?
Right.
And
We
so-
obviously don't want to play the victim card all the time because that doesn't get you anywhere. But I also don't understand what someone has had to go through to get to the point that they're at.
That's true. Yeah, I mean that's where empathy comes in, right? And but God entered into that. He didn't stay separate from it. I think, yeah, and you're right. The Bible. I think the Bible. Maybe it doesn't even necessarily predict everything. It just understands the human heart way better than we realize. You know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Lots of fiction and movies and TV shows have like so many references, like that
I
are
mean,
subtle.
Britton, you're
But, like,
reading Judges right now, right? Or did you go to First
Sort of.
Samuel?
I did not go to Samuel. I was just asking you about like Samuel. As a
Dude,
joke.
First Samuel. It's probably my favorite book of the Bible.
No way.
Yeah, way. Get over it.
Yeah, way.
So you know how ESV like sheds or like feels more like Reformed theology, right? Dude,
Yeah.
I read
Oh.
Romans 9 recently, and that it didn't matter what version I read
Ugh.
that in. That sucker felt very Reformed theology.
I crashed again.
Away.
What is wrong with your computer, Ethan?
All right, let me do some research while we're chatting. You guys, why don't you start one? I'm going to figure this out.
Okay. I'll kick you from the party, you loser.
Yeah.
Jake, are you gonna crash?
All right. That the
anyway.
reason. Oh, sorry. What were you saying? Yeah. Go ahead.
No, I was going to change topics. I was going to ask you about my evening situation, what you would have done.
Well, I didn't hear any of it because Britton started dancing right when you started
Oh.
talking.
Basically, so I went to Path Group and it went late, and I told Hannah I was leaving right away after. And then I didn't because I got caught up talking to people as I normally do. And Hannah stayed up late waiting for me to come home.
Oh no. Yep.
And it was like 45 minutes later, finally calls me, is upset, like, are you okay? Like, are you alive? And then I was like, oh, I'm sorry, I'm leaving now. Come home, talk to her. She's still crying and upset with me. And then gets mad that I'm probably going to come down and play video games instead of be with her. I'd let the dog out. And then I come back. Right before I let the dog out, she's crying. I can hear her crying in our room.
Hey.
So I'm like, okay, so I won't go play games. I'll come in and go to bed. But when I came in, then she'd stopped crying, and then I sat on my phone a little bit, and then I was like, well, she's now asleep, and it's too late to remedy this. So then I just came down here.
Well, I mean, dude, I've made Emma upset many times by coming home late. Or not. I don't know.
Oh, this is not the first time for sure.
Oh yeah, I've done it a
was
lot.
more of that I didn't tell her that I actually was like later than I had said. That was
Oh
the
yeah.
more-
Oh yeah, I've done that a lot. Also. You know what?
inform
You and
her.
I just have to
Yeah.
stop being scumbags.
Yeah, exactly.
No, I don't know. I feel like it's just something I think it's something you remedy in the future, right? By just, next time it's like, okay, sorry, I'm actually, maybe just don't say I'm leaving until you step out the door, right?
Right.
And that's just something, that's what I've learned. Is like, I love talking to people.
Let her be mad in the moment and fix it next time.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, what else do you do, really?
I mean, I could have gone to bed instead of. I guess that maybe would have helped. I don't know if that would have helped.
Emma's a big like prove it to me type of person. Like words are cheap, talk is cheap, and so I've realized for me, like the next time it's just like, okay, well, I just will not do that again. Well,
But Emma doesn't seem to care if you're going to bed with her, where my wife does.
mm-hmm.
I don't understand.
No,
that at all.
she doesn't care. I mean,
What is? I don't get that at all.
I think earlier in our marriage she probably cared a little more, but
This is zero builds, by the way.
I mean,
Amen.
you can join. Aaron wants to join. I mean, I feel like we should all just hop on the Uncomfy server.
Would that be easier?
Might be.
Well, what if Olivia joins and starts spewing racial slurs?
I'll spew some back. White trash. Jeez.
Well, what about
Oh
on the
my
frickin',
gosh!
Stream.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, you're right.
Is she on? Is she on though?
She doesn't believe in.
Do you guys
Alright.
have a hidden? Can we do a
Twitch
hidden
streaming.
chat? Is there like a hidden?
Oh, whatever. We'll just.
We can just add him to this call.
I'm just adding him. Yep. Walter. Here you go. Add. Boom. Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna unplug. I just have an idea. I'm gonna test this. Are you guys winning? You guys playing?
We just started.
Can you
Should
add them
figure
to
out
this
your
one?
computer?
All right, I'm so sorry to come on and give unsolicited marriage advice. Am I allowed to do this?
Yeah, please. I will gladly accept.
So, new gen, Aaron, you can't give advice.
Yeah, you're not.
I'm
You've only been
too-
married
I'm just
2 years
kidding.
with no kids, but I'll absolutely.
just
take your
kidding.
advice.
Aaron, you
Caleb,
probably
my
got great
brother.
advice.
Christ.
Yeah.
What are you doing? Go upstairs.
No, she's asleep. That doesn't matter anymore.
It doesn't matter. What? Okay, I'm sorry. I don't want to downplay this. I personally think that if I was in this situation, like Ethan said, words are cheap, and words in the morning of an apology or make it up to you.
Apologies have already been made.
Right. The apologies have been made, but does she know that you love her?
Definitely.
Are you sure about that?
Well, maybe not in
And
this
what do you-
current moment. She doesn't think that, but she knows it's true.
Right, she knows deep down it's true, but women have to often be told, and men, that they're loved, and they have to be showed it, right? And so, if right now the thing that would make her love most is if you went in and maybe or maybe didn't wake her up, whatever happens, and told her that you loved her, maybe spent the rest of the evening with her, whether or not that's falling asleep. I think that that would be the most valuable way to not let the sun go down on any negative feelings. Because if we do that in my relationship and we let it brew until the morning, usually is a bigger argument or a bigger fight. And so if I was in your situation, even if I had already apologized, you're not. Okay, I feel like I'm overstepping. You're not really sacrificing anything. All you did was apologize and then still did what you wanted to do the entire evening.
No, you're
and
absolutely right there.
I think that's what is going to be the most.
This is a
difficult
real
to pick
theme
up.
here.
That's going to be the most difficult to pick up the pieces because ultimately you didn't sacrifice anything, but she still did or still felt the difficulty, and so even an apology didn't really take much off of your back.
No,
If I've overstepped, my sincerest apologies.
no, you have
I
not
can go back to the
overstepped.
comment section now.
No, please stay.
Need help, need help.
I appreciate and accept your advice. However, I think, in my experience, my wife is usually one to come in the next morning and realize that she was maybe overreacting a little bit. Again, not trying to say that she was or was not. I understand her frustration and upsetness, but I don't think that this, in my previous experience with this same situation, like Ethan,
I'm
I said, this is
respawning
not the
right
first
here.
time that this has happened. I don't foresee it being a bigger issue in the morning that would be resolved by me doing anything tonight. Although
Oh my gosh,
I do,
Jake.
very much appreciate
There's a
and
dude spraying in.
respect
Right
your
here
opinion.
on this, I don't even know how to ping on this game.
I think my wife and your wife are.
I
a
just
little bit
dodged that
different.
guy's bullets though by.
Does that make sense?
That makes complete sense. I absolutely love that Ethan's stream has become a marriage advice stream.
That's kind of why I wanted to come down too. Is
I actually
did
kind of
wanna
needed
get
that,
some
y'all. I'm not gonna lie. Marriage advice.
Gross. Imagine being a simp and getting married. Oh my goodness.
Savage.
Hey,
Uh,
literally all throughout our wedding day, when Britton was my groomsman, he just kept looking at me and be like, simp. I was like, what?
That sounds like our Britain.
I'm never gonna be invited to Aaron's wedding again.
You're right, you're not invited.
because Aaron.
Let's hope there won't be
get
another
married.
wedding, Aaron. That'd be unfortunate.
There won't be unless Madeline dies, but even that, I feel like if she heard me say that, she'd be so mad.
Oh yeah, you gotta stay loyal no matter what. I feel like God
Right.
would smile on the loyal like that, you know? Even if your wife
Well-
is dead.
I think the Apostle Paul would agree with you.
Guess they call me Paul.
Anyways,
Paul
we
would
all
be
know our
appalled.
own respective. We all know our own respective marriages very well, so
Yeah, me too.
that's just my experience.
And
when it comes, and I see myself doing that all the time, where I'm the guy who just says things and then doesn't really actually follow up, and or like I'm like, I'm so sorry, Maddie. But internally, I'm like, I'm definitely not gonna make this up. Why would I ever
Yeah.
make this up to her? Like, I don't really care, whatever.
Wait.
And I'm like, well, that's a
Stand right
truth.
here, Jake. Stand right here.
Yeah, I
Come
guess
here,
I,
come here, come
Is
here.
the other reason why
Oh,
this
trying
is
to boot me out,
potentially
or what?
No, we're gonna go get him.
deniable
Okay, okay.
is
Stand up, stand up, stand up.
there. It's possible that
Get ready
there
to
are
jump, get
some
ready to jump.
fluctuations of emotion and hormones
Going
happening,
in!
at the moment. And so
Understandable.
that was my other. I forgot to add that, Ethan. That was my other aspect of this. Is how do you take those into consideration with how seriously you take some of these conflicts?
Dude, are we about to go into sexism? Can I come?
I don't think this is sexism. I think this is biology, but I mean, you can
No,
disagree with me all you want.
I'm not. I'm literally joking. Yeah.
I think this is pretty standard male experience.
You know.
I missed the male experience part while I was muting Britain.
Oh, you muted Britain? Why? Did you
Yeah,
mute Britain?
it was just so loud. I couldn't hear anything you were saying.
Oh, I was just saying that the other consideration with my evening issue is that my wife may or may not be currently experiencing a
Oh,
fluctuation in
yes,
hormones.
yes.
And if that, like, how I've still struggled with how seriously or not seriously to take those,
What's
and
that?
and how to respond to them when they do happen. And so I was curious of your opinion on that.
I don't know. I think uh
You like how do you respond when you're like, okay, I know you're being irrational because your hormones are in fluctuation right now. So
Dang.
like, do you just dismiss that? Like, how do you typically respond to the?
yeah, I kind of when it's around there, I around that time personally, I try to kind of take everything she says with a grain of salt, right? That she yeah, and Emma just oh no, hold on. I'm sorry, trying to
You just
troubleshoot
called
the
him
computer.
old.
Give me a second.
Jeez.
No, I mean in his marriage.
Oh, I don't think he's been married. Have you been married a decade, Ethan?
11 years.
Many decades. Not that
Might be a
way,
little
but-
much, but
What about
decade.
you, Jake?
What
You
about
give us
me?
your
Oh,
marriage.
I was like, what?
No, we're pretty steady. Typically. Or tomorrow. Right.
Yeah.
Well, of course, Emma. I'm very
Wait, I
sorry
gotta
for
check-
assuming I should not. My bad, Emma.
I gotta check the stream now. Wait, Emma's in it? That's so funny.
What's Emma's tag? I'm in the middle of a match.
Be careful, Britain. They're on you.
Oh, nice.
Oh. All right. I have a take on this.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, dang.
Wait,
Oh, dang.
hold on. What was the oh my gosh? That's so funny. It would have been even better if that was the case. Okay. So I think that God designed emotions.
With you,
right?
Britain.
That's actually, we all know that. God designed emotions, and he designed the fluctuations that women have. I would also argue that men also have fluctuations, except those fluctuations are not hormone based, they are life based. We all know how much of a worse temper we have when something is going wrong at work or in the family,
That's
and all
very
of that.
fair.
We have pretty bad fluctuations, if not even worse, because ours are usually rooted in anger, not distress or sadness. The other thing that I think is that when it comes to human emotion, the worst thing that you can do to interact with it is to devalue it. Because when you are the one experiencing emotion, it is the realest, truest, completely legit thing to you that you're experiencing at that moment. And devaluing that is what leads to the majority of arguments, it seems like, because it's like when someone doesn't take you seriously, that is the deepest form of disrespect that you can really feel, and especially when it comes to emotions. The other thing is that most people, when they are having an emotional time, they know that they might be being a little bit irrational, but they still feel really strongly about something. So I think the best thing to do, like Ethan said, is to be empathetic, understand what they're feeling, don't delegitimize it, and then factor it in. There's this thing I keep thinking about. There's reasons for things and there's excuses for things. An excuse, like a reason, might be a female reproductive cycle. That's the reason for behavior. Or a horrible interview or something like that for a man. That's the reason for the bad emotion. But if that reason is being used as an excuse for bad behavior, then that's when it's actually wrong. When anything is being used as an excuse to, excuse bad behavior rather than just explain it, then that's when there's an issue. And that also factors into like when you're in the middle of an argument or something like that, and they're like, well, I feel this way. Sometimes we can look at that and be like, okay, well, that's dumb because feelings are dumb and I'm a man, whatever. But then if a woman disrespects us, then we're like, I feel disrespected, but it's almost like we think that being disrespected isn't an emotional thing, even though it's like such a crazy emotional thing. And I think that you have to basically don't delegitimize emotions. They're like extremely real, extremely important. Whether or not they are based in permanent reality, that's to be debated. But does it really truly matter if they aren't based in permanent reality? Because in the moment, it is unloving to not love someone or to be coarse with someone when they are going through and experiencing something that's bad, even if it's not very legitimate. That was super long winded. My apologies. I like to hear myself talk. I'm a youngest child.
No, that was well said. And I do want to defend myself a little bit in saying that the reason I ask is not because I don't want to give credit. It's because I don't know what to do. And I typically end up responding in well, I must be the worst person ever. Because
Ooh,
how
I
could I
agree
have
with
done
you.
this? How could I have done this to you? Like, if you're responding this way, I must be like a terrible person. And that's not necessarily be like to be vindictive towards her. It's like well, if I've done this, I must be terrible. And so then
I
I
hope
just
that
don't know how to like correctly respond to it. And so I've just like I think I've maybe flipped a little bit the other way, maybe a little too far recently, just because I just don't know I've just never known how to respond correctly, if that makes sense.
it makes complete sense. I hope that in no way I am sounding like I'm attacking you, and I 100%
No,
assure you
no, I
everything
just
I'm
the way
saying to
you
you,
res-
I'm also saying to myself.
no, just you saying it made me think like, okay, like it's not. I'm not trying to say like, especially or with Emma too. I don't want Emma to think that I'm just neglecting my wife because that's not the case.
We all know you're a
I just
fantastic husband.
I just overreact the other way, and I don't think that's right either. But I just don't know what the right answer is.
Does Hannah? Like, does anyone?
Does any? Yeah, probably not.
Yeah.
Right.
I can hear you.
Dude, this team I am for kill confirmed is just shredding the other team.
What are you playing right now, Caleb?
Call of Duty. I was
Oh,
gonna
dude,
maybe
you
play.
changed the description of the the stream.
Nice.
Cool. hmm It's so different and yet also the same.
Yeah, your mic
Like,
is just not coming through.
dang.
I don't know why that would be.
I think, and this is so basic from the beginning, but the first thing that Maddie and I really learned, but I guess when you're getting into it, it isn't. But I personally was blown away by how much the way you're raised brings so much baggage into your relationship. Everything you are is how you were raised, what your home dynamic or lack thereof was. And that
Check.
kind of blew my mind because I guess I was just figured, oh, yeah, we
Check. 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 Is the stream working now? Hello? That's what I want to know. Now it works. Okay. All right, we got it. Thank you. Okay, I missed everything you said, Aaron. When you first got marriage. Ah.
more on that is how you saw your parents handle and respond to certain situations,
Yeah.
or their like lifestyle dynamics. Like if your mom did all the cleaning around the house and your dad didn't really do any of it, then that like kind of
Mhm.
affects your. Even if you like know you want to help out, like you're still perspective is like, well, my wife should be doing this.
Like
you
she's
know?
trying to speak to me. I know it.
Trying to, dude, when I my mom kind of did everything for us growing up, and so when I got married, it was just a rude awakening of like, holy crap, I can't
Well,
just.
how much did you live on your own before you got married, Ethan? Or like with
I
your
mean, I lived
it was a
in
while.
3 separate apartments, but even still, like, I don't know. I just think, going back to kind of Aaron's original point is, I mean, how I think there's a question we can ask ourselves is like, as men, or to die, would lay down our lives for our wives. And so sometimes, I like to ask myself, how can I die right now? How can I lay down my life for Emma
Sorry, go
right
ahead.
now?
Oh.
And
Hello.
hello.
Jeez.
Oh, there we go. You're back.
And so, I mean, it's kind of an intense question to ask yourself, but I think it's legit.
Yeah. And
What is?
if you consider die for your wife, or lay down your life in the
I think that's
literal
easy
term,
for.
and
I
then
think that's the
also
easy thing for guys to do. Of course, we would.
I think
That's
it's
the
easy for
masculine
men to
thing
do
to
it. Right. I think it's easy for men to do it in the literal sense, but
Yeah,
the
and you,
figurative sense, oh my god. That's the lesson I've been learning a lot lately. I've been realizing this is kind of the year or two marriage thing that I've been working on is how selfish I am. Like,
Oh, dude,
my
yeah.
goodness gracious.
It goes deep.
Like, you don't realize how
Oh, I'm
selfish you
super
are
selfish. I could tell you that
when
right now.
it's only you, And then when you have another person around that you've made a solemn vow to lay your life down for, and then you're like tired after a day of work, and you're like, I don't want to, I don't want to do anything for you. Go away.
Yeah, how about you actually do some things for me while we're on
good
on
point.
the topic?
Yeah, it's like, man, how? Okay, Pastor Ethan, what do you think is one of the most practical ways to defeat selfishness as a husband?
Time and effort. Because I think defeating selfishness is actually like a changing of. You have to change. Like inside, your heart has to change. Your mind, your patterns have to change. And so I think time and effort are the things that make that change. And I think that's. I'm glad I heard a thing. I was listening to a sermon today. I thought it was funny. You've probably heard this before. That when I asked Emma to marry her, I gave her an engagement ring. We got married. She got a wedding ring, and now she has the suffering.
Wait,
Anyway,
I'm
What?
lost. What did you say?
you don't
I'm
get
lost
it?
too.
Engagement ring,
Yeah,
wedding
okay.
ring,
He's
suffering,
suffering now.
suffering.
Oh, suffering.
Oh, come on.
Oh
But-
my, it's such a dad.
Where is
joke.
this guy that's shooting at me? Oh, he's on the frickin' diner place.
That would do it.
But I don't know. I just think it takes time. Like patterns aren't changed instantly. Ways of thinking aren't changed instantly, unless obviously like God does something. But
There's a dude over here.
I think it's just like everyday small decisions add up, they accumulate, and even like I feel like I'm a totally different person than I was when we first got married. But I know there's still a lot more. That selfishness is like goes deep, right? And I'm less selfish than I used to be, but I'm still selfish,
Getting married was the most humbling thing that has ever happened to me, and it seems like it'd be
You
the
have a
thing
kid?
that like it's. I'm waiting for that.
It'll be the
Oh,
second
boy.
most humbling thing.
But,
Parenting's
wait
got
till you
hammer on
can't
your
sleep.
soul.
Yeah, wait
That's
till you
the
can't
thing.
sleep when you want to.
Oofta. I'm not looking forward to that. But by the
No,
grace of God,
everything else is worth it. That part sucks.
But it's interesting because you think about like a dude getting the girl as like the most ego lifting thing ever. Like he got the damsel in distress. He's the man. He got the lady, you know. And then realizing that that's if you want to keep the lady, you have to like really, really humble yourself. And if you
Yeah.
don't want to be an absolutely horrible person, if you want to be a good Christian man, you have to be humbled. And like when I put Maddie's engagement ring on her, and I was thinking a lot about this, I was like, man, I really got to man up. Like,
Yeah.
what am I doing? I'm just a kid. I don't know
Yeah.
anything about this. Like I'd never even like dated and stuff before her, so it was like I didn't even really know how
I
women
got
were
a
just
bunch of
a baby,
guys on
baby.
me.
and so like I really tried to crack down and be a man and learn from my dad, learn from her dad, and yeah, it's been. I mean, I mean, those of you who knew the, it's weird to say the old me, but I kind of view it that way. Like
Yeah. I mean, that
I used
is
to be a
right.
I used to be a very different young man.
You
and,
did.
Marriage made me into
I'm dead, Jake.
something else.
And hey, Stannis. Yeah, from the Midwest. So that
They're
is
on you, Jake.
probably your neighborhood.
I was
Oofta,
so close.
don't you know?
Whole team on us, Jake.
I've
Britain.
never played this map. What is
But-
this map?
Yeah, it is. I don't know. It's just dying isn't fun, but I think it's what you got to do to have a successful marriage. And but I
Dying
like I
isn't
said
fun.
before, I think both of you, it's like I think if you both like live in a way that it's like we're gonna sacrifice for each other, then you're gonna have a successful marriage. And
Right.
but it's effort, lots of effort, and it just gets tougher when you have kids. We got our fourth coming real soon, so it's like, oh man, like it's already kind of hard to get in time, and I don't know.
Now you're a big Twitch streamer.
Oh yeah,
affiliate.
huge. I got my first TikTok follower last night.
Where is
Hey,
this
man.
other team?
That's something.
Oh, there's people.
Yeah, I guess I've told a lot of people this lately. You're dying, and it's a good thing, right?
Holy moly, I'm getting lit up.
Dude, Oliver is very firmly in Arminian. I don't know why this made me think. What you saying made me think of it, but he is a very firm Arminian.
Free will.
Oh yeah, there's no point in being Christian if there's no free will in his mind. There's no space for non-free will.
Interesting.
At least where he's at right now. Obviously, he's still learning
Yeah,
stuff. It was very interesting to have his brother at group tonight. His brother's very different from him.
quiet, right?
No.
Oh, which brother?
S. Micah.
No, it's Simon.
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 I had a long conversation with him about biochemistry. He was pretty helpful, actually. I feel more confident. Apparently, he
Sorry,
has a 4-year
super weak,
degree
eh?
in analytical biochemistry.
And he's doing mailroom stuff at Gate City Bank.
I think he's becoming like a banker,
Oh,
but he worked in a lab for 2 years, I guess. Pretty cool guy.
There were
Uh,
two
do-
guys in storm behind you, Britain.
Dude, I should.
I don't know if they made it out, but
Get you another Twitch.
Oh, yeah, they're
follower.
coming
I
in.
think you would enjoy a conversation.
Who?
Wyatt. Gosh, Oliver's brother Simon.
Oh yeah.
He seems to be an intellectual type. I
You
like
have
to think
14
that I'm
kills
an
right now?
intellectual,
Holy
but
cow.
I don't think I actually am.
Okay.
I think
he is
I
the
think I'm-
complete opposite of Oliver. Like I can't think of somebody more different than Oliver than him.
Interesting. Sounds like a classic family, huh?
Oh yeah.
understandable.
Hmm.
You know, that's a weird thing, though. I feel, and maybe Ethan and Caleb, you can speak to this. I feel like myself and my brothers are all relatively similar.
I would agree
I
with
don't feel
that.
like I'm that different from my brothers. It's kind of weird.
Oh, your siblings all seem pretty pretty similar to each other, I would say.
Yeah, which I don't know if that's a good thing. But
I don't know. I don't think it's
yeah.
a bad thing. I think that just is what it is.
It is what it is.
It is what it is.
Oh
Okay.
my word.
Oh, behind us.
Ethan, you guys. Sorry, I'm gonna change the conversation topic once again.
Change it.
You're all over
You
the
guys
place.
haven't vaxxed Thatcher or any of your kids at all, right?
No.
Wow, the CDC's coming for this Twitch stream.
We gave Haven got her second dose of the Hep A, and I'm really
With you.
reconsidering giving her any more.
I don't
Those
know.
guys-
I just.
Oh, dude! I don't know.
Oh, yeah, these guys are
Yeah.
a sweaty
I have
team.
mixed feelings on the whole thing.
Yeah.
Like, because if
Careful,
you
Ethan.
changed your mind, you could give them to them later, and it wouldn't really.
Yeah, yeah. And we live in a place where it's not super risky, you know, to not.
Right. I
vax
was
for
looking
big
at the Hep
boys,
A,
but-
and there seemed like there was literally no reason to give her the Hep A.
Yeah, that one's almost the most weird to me. I don't really understand it.
Was born
Their
with
main, I was
wings.
looking it up, and the main reason was because they like even kids don't get major symptoms from if she got hepatitis A. It's like the risk of spreading it to somebody else who could possibly have worse symptoms. And I was
Yeah.
like, this is so dumb. Why didn't I tell them no? Like we only let them do the second one because she already had one dose. This is the second. I should have just said no to it.
We told them no
altogether.
with Thatcher, and then they just did it anyways.
Did the Hep A anyways?
Yeah.
Hep A is like not at birth.
Have you
That's not that one.
have you heard RFK talk about?
Oh yeah,
Uh,
he thinks all the vaccines are bad.
Well, yeah, he kind
Or
of does,
most,
but,
at least.
but he had said, well, you know, no, he said,
That's pretty good. RFK.
yeah. He had said that he was a part of a secret CDC meeting. I watched an interview with him, and see, I don't know what to think. I'm not saying this is facts, but he was a part of a CDC meeting on the effects of vaccines on children and the link to autism, and how they had done this test about the hep vaccine that's done within. He said if it's done within 30 days, they discovered that the likelihood of autism increases by 10,000%. And
What? 30 days of birth?
and
I'm
then he
sorry.
came to this meeting the next time with the CDC, and then their next topic was, well, how do we not let this become public?
Okay, all right. Am I
I-
allowed to speak to this?
Oh yeah, for sure. You're in the medical industry. I'd love for you to speak to this.
So Maddie is much more anti-pharmaceutical, anti-big pharma than I am. But I have.
And I
to
like Maddie
balance-
for that a lot.
She's great. I have to
I will
balance
say
it
I
because
am kind of anti-pharma as well, but I'd love to hear your
I
perspective.
think more and more people are becoming anti-pharma for good and valid reasons. Here's the thing, though. I don't think that that's a true statistic, because if you logically think about it, there are millions of kids that get that vaccine, and autism is common, but it's not that common. And
It's
also, if you
becoming
think
more
logically- It's becoming more common, but we're also becoming more social media obsessed and giving our children iPads. You know, and our food is getting worse and worse. But when it comes to vaccines, there's a lot of research done to keep them safe. But if you think about it,
Research that's paid for by the pharmaceutical companies that create the vaccines. I looked into this. I tried to get. Sorry, I'll talk after you're done. My bad.
why? Okay, let's just say, how much do you pay for those Hep vaccines?
Nothing.
Right, because they're free.
No,
Right?
they're not. They're not free. Someone pays for them.
Some of them are free, and some are covered by insurance.
My insurance pays for them.
Right. Okay. So either our pharmaceutical companies are trying to give all of our children autism, or they're trying to make money. There's really only three options. They're only trying to make money, even though they know the risk of autism, or there's actually no link whatsoever, and the original claim about vaccines causing autism was spread by some lady with a blog like 20 years ago, and has continued to grow. And it's really only those three options. It could be one of those three options, and in some cases, it might even have been all of those three options. But if you look at the pros and cons of everything else, hepatitis A, maybe it's okay to refuse that vaccine. But there's plenty of good vaccines out there. I don't think the COVID vaccine is one of them, and I don't know anything about Hep A. But there are vaccines that are completely necessary and have saved millions of people's lives.
Oh yeah, I agree with
And
that.
I think that rejecting all vaccines, and also I think that not just vaccines, I think that completely rejecting, quote, big pharma is also a mistake, because big pharma has also saved millions of lives. They've made a ton of money in the process, but not all medications are bad. And then the other thing is that big pharma, as a company, or as companies, is made up of good people with good intentions. There's not a lot of people out there that are trying
Are they
to act
managed by good people? That's the important thing. It doesn't matter if the good people are in there.
Are they managed by good people? But I can also guarantee there's plenty of good people out there that manage these companies that aren't trying to kill people and aren't trying to cause autism.
True. I don't think anybody's trying to cause it, but whether they would
Right.
cover stuff up because they're
That
making
is true.
billions.
Yeah, what really
dollars
matters is who's in charge, I guess.
Well, and
Matters who's in charge, and I can
there's
guarantee
there's
that
a
RFK is not our Lord and Savior.
and I
True.
tried to get AI to convince
It's
me,
not?
or I tried to convince AI that there is a possible conflict of interest with pharmaceutical companies and the FDA, because they're paid by each other. They pay each other. So and the pharmaceutical companies are the ones that fund the studies. So
Right.
there's like, even if like everything you're saying is true, which I probably agree with you, like, yes, most people's intentions is not to hurt people, but like if you follow the money, like the chances of there being misuse because of how funds are split both ways, right? I think the chances are very high.
And I agree with
Does
you.
that make sense? Because there's just too much intertwining of the fingers between the two, the too much exchanging of the same wallets between the two companies for them
And
for there not to be some financial incentive to not be fully truthful. I'm not saying for sure, right? I'm not saying that I'm not saying I do or do not believe that they cause autism, but I'm also not saying I do or do not believe they could cause other health issues that are chronic that maybe we don't need. But again, I also am a big fan of the cleaning up our food and other things like that the European countries have done that we have yet to do.
Here's my main problem. I agree. I have this obsession for some reason. No, I know the reason. It's arrogance. I have this this pride issue where I want to play devil's advocate in almost everything, which is kind of dumb sometimes, because sometimes I play it in situations where I shouldn't. But what I don't like is fear mongering. Fear mongering on both sides. Fear mongering about
fair.
the COVID vaccine, or you gotta not get the COVID vaccine. I think fear mongering is one of the most dangerous and most valuable weapons that can also be used. But I think in the end, if we're going to say that fear mongering would be manipulating people's emotions to specifically make them fearful with the intention of some type of profit. And the thing is if we're going to accuse big pharma of being super rich companies that are trying to, or not caring, trying to either make us unhealthy or trying to make money off of our lack of health, then we also need to think about the fact that like companies that are providing alternative therapies or companies that are trying to fearmonger the COVID vaccine or any other vaccine are also making money off of saying that everything is dangerous, in the same way that big pharma is making money off of saying everything is dangerous. In the end, everyone's just trying to make money. So you kind of got to choose what side you want to be on. And you just got to think logically about everything. In reality, medicine is good and bad, and alternative therapies or vax versus no vax is good and bad. You got to consider both. If you just completely rule out one, you're foolish. That's my main argument.
I'm with you on the fear mongering on both sides. That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
I'm also
And
just annoyed at how expensive natural and organic products are, because I'm trying to get healthier stuff, but it's also darn expensive, and I feel like I'm just being manipulated.
That's true.
It's like, dude, don't use plastic utensils anymore. Here's wooden utensils. Make sure you get wooden utensils that are
Yeah,
actually
don't
not
use
covered in
black
contact
plastic
with-
spatulas, especially.
Yeah, it's like, come on.
I mean, I
Those
think
are the
it's,
worst ones. It's like, oh, that's all that's in my drawer. Okay.
I think wood
It's
and
like-
metal are good.
Right. But even then with wooden, then they're like, oh, but you gotta make sure the wooden isn't treated with this. And you know what? If you buy our $40 spatula, I can guarantee it's not. But then, okay, all right. Can I go on a soapbox for a second? I'm sorry, I've been on a soapbox the entire
You've been on the soapbox all day. I'm not going to get you off of it now.
Okay, you're right. I can that like natural stuff
With all due respect,
is so expensive
to try
and
to
it's
be
so
healthy.
worst product in so many cases. Like you get natural deodorant or like Dr. Squatch soap. I'm sorry, Dr. Squatch soap sucks. It doesn't stay together. It melts in your shower. It barely cleans you. The scent doesn't last. It's the same thing with like everything else that's natural. It's more expensive, less convenient, and it might be healthier just because it has a fewer like ingredients. But we're gonna find out in 20 years anyways that those ingredients also cause cancer. So
Yeah, I
like,
wonder
what's
that
even the
too.
point? It's like,
Well, you got to make it yourself. Obviously, that would be better.
yeah, make it out of what?
Lard,
Creatine.
Oh yeah, let me go.
like fat and
Creatine.
charcoal. Isn't that what like soaps, like old soap
Probably
made out
not.
of?
I don't know, man, but I feel like natural products are advertised to be like our Lord and Savior, but like
My gosh, I'm getting spawn farmed right now. They
it's
are
just
spawn
going
fed.
to. They're just so much more expensive, and they're just worse. They're just worse, and it's sad. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm hogging the conversation.
You apologize and yet don't change anything. So I don't. You should just stop apologizing.
Talk is cheap. Haven't we talked about this already?
That's why I brought it up. I just think it's funny. You're not doing anything offensive towards me, Aaron.
No,
I
no, me
actually
neither.
appreciate what you're saying quite a bit. So you should just stop apologizing.
I do think
No,
getting.
I-
I do think not. I think throwing out all vaccines is foolish, right? But I do think there are a bunch of vaccines that are totally unnecessary.
Mm-hmm.
Like you just don't.
And like
need
I
it.
said, I'm not necessarily, like I said, I think they're probably unnecessary and they're making oodles of money. And then also, whenever you try to find information that's contrary to that, they fight you so hard. Like, what are you hiding? Like,
Oh.
there's got to be some studies that contradict it, but they have to be. They're probably weak if you're right. But why are you hiding those studies from me? I just want information to make an informed decision. You know, I need to weigh both sides, but if I can't even find the other side, well, you're hiding something from me then.
Well, and also America's vaccine regimen is a lot more than even Europe's, and so it's like why? I just,
Which is interesting because Europe's like regulations of food and every food and cosmetic safety is way higher. So it's like they require fewer vaccines than we do, but their food and water and cosmetics are safer.
yep, makes you suspicious.
Now, their water doesn't have fluoride in it.
I don't want them putting chemicals in the water.
Making the friggin' frogs gay. Dude, maybe Alex Jones was right all along. Who
Huh?
shot me?
Hmm.
Dude, I bought two things of doctors. I bought
Duke,
okay.
Get Duke Cannon instead. I like Duke Cannon products a lot.
You
I don't
know,
know if they're actually
I
better
should
for
give it a
you, but
try.
they're at least made by veterans, so there's that.
I got a thing of pine tar, Britain, and it literally I kept it in the shower, just was using it, and it filled my bathtub with black soap, stained everything, and lasted 1 week.
Pine tar is so good. It's so easy.
just so
I have my
good.
bar for
And I
months
paid-
at this point, or like at least a month or two.
Okay, but I paid like $7 for a bar of soap that lasted a week. Heck no, I'm not doing that.
It's like a scale issue.
Sounds like you really like to use that bar of soap. Don't think about it too much.
I do like soap with grit in it. But no, Ethan, literally, I just left this, like, I had it on like a soap dish in the shower. I left it on a soap dish in the shower, and it literally just dissolved from us showering. And it wasn't
Oh,
like sitting right in the stream, like it was just on the edge. But like, if it ever got wet, it just dissolved because pine tar is bad.
all right. Yeah, that sounds really annoying. Yeah, I don't understand. I've been trying to figure out why my game keeps crashing.
But you know, for me, it really is an arrogance thing when I'm like, no, trust big pharma. And I guess I'm not saying trust big pharma. I just don't. For some reason, I don't like all the complaining about everything being conspiracy and everything being a lie. I think if I'm going to be completely honest with myself, I think the main reason that I hate all the complaining about everything being a lie and a conspiracy is because I'm scared that it could be true.
That it's right.
I'm scared that everything is a lie and everything is
Here.
a conspiracy, and that
Yeah.
we're all just going to be poisoned and killed by our government. So I like to try to be, no, there's good people in the government. They wouldn't do that, right?
Well, I think you're right though. I think the majority of people in government are good people. I'm just not
Yeah.
convinced about the ones on top.
You know who isn't good people? The lizard people.
The lizard people.
So
Dude, that
classic.
run us- What are they called? The Anunnaka or something like that?
Anunnaki.
Anunnaki?
Yes, we're just playing the sweatiest people ever, Jake.
These are crazy.
Have 100 bubbles and
This prime Twitch content.
I might go to bed, so if you guys want to
Are
do
you
something.
having anybody
dude,
engage with you? What happened?
I
just
tuned
got
into a
kicked out of
Twitch
the
stream
lobby.
where it's just a bunch of guys talking about their marriage.
Yeah, no big deal. We're all over the place tonight.
Sorry, I keep taking it all over the place.
No, I mean it's fun. I'm
Dude.
enjoying it.
Yeah, you take it all over the place, and then
At
I
least you're not
hog the
getting trolled by
conversation
some
and think
kid
you're
that
something
thinks
like
that Christians love killing witches.
What?
Yeah, that was
you
interesting
talking
last night. I feel like I could have handled that a little better. I think.
Was I helping at all or no? I don't think
I think
was.
so. Well, you weren't being very. I don't know. My question I came away with after that was, how do I love this person well? You know, like
Wait, what happened? Forgive me, I have no idea.
yeah, just some guy came on the stream last night and was being pretty aggressive, anti-Christian, you know, he was just being really aggressive, and I felt like
Or she. The picture was it a female?
Oh,
I don't
I
know
didn't
if
even
that
see the
was
picture,
I don't know if that was indicative of the actual person or not, but
but I just felt like I don't know. It made me think. I was like, okay, you know what? Maybe next time I'll try a different approach with that.
You know, Ethan, it sounds like exactly the reason you're on Twitch.
I mean,
oh,
yeah,
this person came in wanting to
Not
fight.
not to like cause dissension in the ranks or whatever, but literally to reach the unreached. It's like exactly
Yeah.
what you've been talking about. And if they can see that you're a normal guy who's willing to face challenging questions and just talk about life and talk about how you don't know everything, but you know a guy who does, then that's exactly what it's supposed to be.
yeah. I mean, yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
Yeah. Wait, so it was about Christians obsessed with killing witches?
Yeah,
That's what
yeah.
this person was obsessed with.
Yeah, it was kind of
That's-
weird.
That's kind of like.
I think they were just trying to
okay, I
make an
think we're
example
past
out of a
that.
specific group,
Oh, okay.
and
I was like, man, I haven't.
they were
I
just being
haven't
like,
killed
well,
a
they
witch
kept
in a
going on
while.
about like, what was that thing they kept saying about like ideal social behavior or something like that? That was their worldview. I tried looking it up. I don't think it was like an organized thought process. I think it was just something they made up, but I could be wrong.
Interesting.
Um,
Oh,
basically, we tried the standard like, hey, morality isn't subjective; it's objective. You have to find it somewhere.
Right.
That kind of standard argument, and this person was not having it. They're like, but I believe in like making whatever. I don't remember.
mhm.
You know,
They basically made no sense and refused to listen to any sort of like logical argument.
right. I guess that's the issue of the internet.
Yeah, and they were
If
like,
you
"Well,
were with them in person,
I'm
it
willing
would
to listen to
probably
an argument against me, but there's no way you'll be right about it." And I was like, "Well, then you're not willing to listen." And they're like, "That's not what I said." It's like, okay, but that's what we all heard. So
Yeah,
Right.
it was interesting. I'm like I'm kind of hoping I get another chance because the main question because I actually want to circumvent the argument because I feel like the argument is an endless circle, right? How can
yeah,
I circumvent the argument and actually show this person the love of Christ, you know? And I don't know how
What
to
was
do
the
that
argument?
on this kind of platform, but maybe it's something I've been praying about. Lord, please show me a way that I can circumvent the intellectual argument that will never end, you know, and actually like get to this person's heart, you know.
That's
It's
true.
it's I don't know. I don't
Okay.
know how to do it yet. Cody gave me some good
well,
ideas, but
and I don't know what they were wanting necessarily from a conversation with you either.
it seemed like they wanted a rage bait, but I don't know. And Stannis, by the way,
Great.
are you playing uh I have it on my wish list. What's the Are you playing Ghost of Tsushima? Is that... And I'm trying to figure out God's calling. Obviously, I'm a pastor, but I still on the day to day. There's always something I think He wants us to do.
I've been trying to pray that with Hannah when we have our evening prayers. Is like I pray that God would show us what He wants us to say and what He wants us to do. Each want to do that, I'd be doing what He wants us to do. But not saying I do a good job of it. But we try to pray. I try to pray that
Dude,
consistently.
Apple Bottom Jeans Florida is here.
Yeah, that's right.
Apple
Yeah.
Bottom,
Dude,
the
at
goat.
Apple Bottom Jeans Florida. I don't really know who
Ah.
you are, but your name has been stuck in my head these past couple weeks.
Hello? Oh, okay.
Hello.
Oh, that
You're
was
back.
weird. That was really weird.
Yeah, your stream went down.
Yeah, that was really weird. It just kind
Well,
of
my game crashed too. Like I thought my internet was down.
I think
My
my
game hasn't crashed.
internet was down for a second.
Did we all lose internet?
Are we all on Midco?
Yeah, that's what I was. I am on Midco.
I am
I'm on
too.
Midco. I think my
Same.
internet stayed though. I don't know. I'm just doing the dishes, so.
Okay, what were you saying about Apple Bottom? You were like, you know, I think about Apple Bottom and then and then it just stopped.
Oh, dang it, dude. Well, I was talking to Applebottom, but I don't know if he's still in your stream.
I
But
don't know
all
if
I
he
was
is either.
saying was that I've been thinking a lot about Applebottom every now and then I just randomly start singing the song because I think of Applebottom Jeans Florida because it's such a good name.
With the bird.
The whole club was looking at her.
You guys.
Hit the floor. Next
Also,
thing you know.
I like Applebottom Jeans Florida's story in chat. That's pretty gnarly.
What's
Pretty-
going on?
He's
He just said someone at his the archery manager at his work knowingly sold a gun to someone that was buying it for someone else, and he still sold it to him.
We have an archery manager position available if anyone's interested.
You want to move to Idaho?
Clearly,
anybody?
that did not work out very well for them.
Okay, well, my dad did that for me back in the day. Like he bought me a pistol when I was not 21, and I was with
But he
him when
probably
did it.
didn't. Oh, well,
This was like I was like a teenager.
Well, Caleb,
I probably
you just
care a
put
lot
your
less
dad
than
to
North
prison.
Dakota.
Honestly.
I mean, it was Gander Mountain, and they're closed now, so who knows?
And that's why.
Gander Mountain,
That's why.
dude. Dang. Gander Mountain. Gosh.
I don't remember it real well, but I am pretty sure there was no question in the salesman's mind that I was receiving said pistol. But maybe, yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's with my dad and I lived with him. Maybe it was different.
That's true. That is
don't-
true because it's
yeah.
like you shoot it, but
Right.
it's in your dad's gun safe.
Right. Yes, it was. It is stored. It's still stored there. Actually, we only used one of, so we bought two of the same pistol, and we've only ever used one of them, and so the other one is still like brand new.
Dude,
So, not that it's like worth terribly much more in that condition, but it's not like it's valuable. As in, like, not that like older Glocks aren't really extra valuable for any real reason.
was the stream coming back online or what's
Yeah,
happening
it's
here?
back now.
It's back.
What the heck?
Yeah, it was
Oh, there we go.
that
It just
was-
didn't reload on my end.
all pretty weird.
Apple bottom jeans, with
the fur.
I definitely shot through a friendly to kill somebody like blatantly. I
Ethan,
love hardcore.
question for you.
Yeah.
How do you think? Oh my gosh! I just opened the pressure cooker and got myself steamed in the face. Okay, how do you
I
think?
do
we
that.
should
I do that
have-
on the oven all the time.
Dude, same. Oh, when you wear glasses, you get the pain.
I do.
Like,
Yeah.
oh.
I
Anyways,
wear contacts
um,
for work though, so I understand both
ouch.
sides. I wish I had eye surgery, but that's expensive.
dude, I've been
Dude, I
thinking
am
about
from
that
North
too,
Dakota.
One day. Ethan,
really-
You're from
how
North
do you
Dakota?
think
That's
we
crazy.
should navigate the making America a Christian nation thing.
Oh, maybe that's for next stream. Christian nationalism?
Oh boy.
That'd be a fun one.
Loaded.
So,
Okay.
interesting follow up to that is Christianity Today, the guys that made the Rise and Fall of Mars Hill podcast, are doing another podcast series on the fear of satanic or Satanism in like the 80s.
The
And
satanic
how that
panic.
led
Yeah.
and then like the satanic like fear mongering basically, and how that led to the like moral majority in
Yeah.
politics. And I'm really curious how that's going to end up.
Forgive me, the moral majority? I think I've heard that, but I don't actually know what that means.
It was a political movement of like that the Republicans used to engage a lot of Christians who didn't vote before that time period. Like I don't think Christians really voted or engaged in politics a whole lot before like the 80s. And then the Republicans kind of really like took hold of that and started like engaging evangelical Christians in their party a lot more. If I'm not mistaken, Ethan, you could correct me if I'm wrong. I think I got it right, but oh, that was
I think
friendly.
that's right. Yeah, we got another North Dakotan in the chat. I mean,
Nice.
it's likely we know where you're from. North Dakota is not a very big place. I mean, it's big, I
mean,
guess, but
It's big, but there's not.
Not a lot of places to be in North Dakota.
no.
I bet he's from Power City.
Power
Sorry, I was trying to
City,
think I was trying to think of the
Williston,
smallest town I
Watford
know.
Might
City.
not.
Grand Forks.
Give us about 15 minutes and we'll probably say your city.
Devil's Lake,
Oh,
Bismarck.
Carrington, we already said Grand Forks, Grafton.
Langdon.
let's do
Tower City is
Graydon.
close. Valley City? No.
Jamestown.
I'm thinking of small
Um,
towns
okay.
nearby there.
Enderlin?
Near
Enderlin?
Ooh,
Dude, I went on an
That's a good one.
absolute terror.
Lisbon's a little
Let's
too
go.
far away.
okay, okay. Wait, we're not going to actually
Valley
make this guy
City.
reveal his location. Oh,
All right, Valley
dude,
City.
dude,
Hey, your dad lives in Valley City now,
He
right?
does, yeah.
Hey,
Yeah, my
Go to
dad
his
lives.
church.
My dad lives in VC.
You know, one of the funniest things. Okay, Ethan, have you ever read, not watched World War Z?
Yes, yeah. No, I haven't
Oh,
read
you
it. I've only watched it. I've read it. I haven't read it.
Okay.
What am I saying?
I was
Okay,
like,
that's
you've
because-
read that? Well, that's crazy.
Yes, of course.
The book is extremely good. The movie is crap, and they're completely different entities. The only thing they share is that they're about zombies in the name, but everything else is different. Anyways, the reason I'm bringing it up. Oh, dude,
Stannis in the
Stan,
chat
he
has read
knows.
it. Yeah.
That's perfect because Valley City is mentioned in the book, and I'm sure he knows this, or she, or whoever Stannis is. I'm so sorry if I misgendered you.
Shut
Valley
up.
Oh
City
my god.
is mentioned in the book because it's literally one of the main places where, when the U.S. Army is trying to retake back America from the zombies, there's this huge commune of people in Valley City that have become anarchists and are angry that the government left them. So then the government has a huge like battle trying to like get rid of them out of, or like try to retake Valley City because they've become like new like a new America or whatever. Like they're like, screw you guys, we don't need the government. You guys left us. We're gonna do our own thing. And so, but it mentions Valley City by name, which I always thought is really funny.
He says his pronouns are beep bop boop. Beep boop bop.
All right, beep,
I'm
bop,
sorry, I
boop.
screwed it up.
Oh my
Wow,
gosh.
did you
Oh,
just miss that?
I'm the worst.
Good golly.
Stannis,
But yeah, Valley
you
City
should
is
stick around,
specifically-
Stannis. You'd like it here.
Oh, damn it. Oh, and the Black Hills. Apparently, in the book, the Black Hills were also a horrible, horrible, like, anarchists, like, hillbillies with guns trying to forget the government and leave America and become their own nation or whatever.
Could have joined me with
Yeah.
Call of Duty, Ethan. I've been just playing matches.
I
this
should
whole
have
time.
joined you. I'm
forgot
still
to
trying
tell
to
you.
like figure out what is going
Why?
on. My computer.
It's interesting. I have the stream paused, but the chat is still live, I think. So that's kind of nice.
That is nice.
Ooh, Ethan, we should also play Mines of Moria sometime.
Oh yeah, we definitely should.
I don't know anything about it, but that would be
I don't
fun.
really know anything about it. Cody's been playing it.
Oh, Stannis is asking about your padre.
He's a pastor at
I don't know what the church is.
I'm looking it up right now.
Oh, you're such a
You
bad
don't know
son. You
what
don't even
church-
know.
I don't even know.
Isn't
I've been to that
this
church many
Aspen
times.
Isles
I think they,
Assembly of God?
yeah, New Life Assembly of God.
I
Also,
gotcha.
I gotta get my son's shot ready, so I'll be right back.
Okay.
Shot. I don't think he means that type of shot.
Yeah, that would be weird.
Yes, I give my children hard liquor. Helps them sleep. As
Dude,
recommended
they
by
used
the
to do that
doctors.
kind of stuff.
Yeah, for teething, man. We
Did
should
they
get back to
really?
those days.
Alcohol for teething, dude. I should do that.
Yeah, I think that
Teething
was like an
sucks.
old.
You don't even
like-
understand how bad teething is, dude. Teething is
I've
the
heard
worst.
rumors. I've heard rumors.
They're all
dude.
true and worse.
True.
Like it's
Dang.
actually worse than the rumors you heard.
You know, I'm kind of sad that there's so much that's said that's like hard about parenting and stuff. Like I feel like we only focus on the negatives of it.
Well, it's because it's so much.
It's just so much work, right? But like we keep doing it, and I want to do it. Like Maddie and I have, like, we want like 6 kids. I know that
Yeah.
sounds dumb, but
I need
that's
to wait
kinda
till
what we
Ethan
want.
comes back. But I was talking with Hannah, and like all of our friends are probably gonna go to the 3 to 5 or more kids category. And
Yeah.
so in like 10 years, there will just be so many kids.
Dude, let's take over the world by our reproducing.
Well, that's what some of these like Christian or like conservative like talk people and news people are saying is that like there will be a huge shift because they're like the right values children and families, and so there'll just be more of us in 20 years than the left. It's just,
They're just
by
gonna
virtue.
outbreed them.
Exactly.
Jake, I heard you chuckle, and then you sent lol to the chat. And
I
like,
was
"That's
I
funny."
literally laughed at that.
Stannis, what's your advice? Because I'm not a parent either.
Is he a parent?
Oh my god.
No,
No,
but he has plenty of
literally
advice for people who are. He said.
Yeah, I was literally just said that in the chat.
That's funny.
Dude.
I'm in a match, so
Beep beep boop. Beep
am I
boop.
winning on the winning team this time? Yeah. I had a 2.2 KD on the last match, and I lost because everyone else was much worse, except for one other person. Me and one person carried our losing team.
Dude, I'm currently doing the dishes with one hand while holding my phone, and it's kind of hard.
I was gonna say that probably is not going super well for you.
Dude, Stannis'
No, that's
comment
why-
is so funny. I'm not a parent, but I
We
have
were all
plenty of
just
advice
saying
for
that.
those who are. That's good.
Dude,
You
we're still waiting
were you
for
here
it.
for what I said earlier? I need to repeat it if you weren't.
I don't think I heard.
We're like all of our friends and everyone that we know. So like our college friends plus like obviously all the Heartland people. Like everybody wants probably within like 3 to 5 and or more kids. And so in like 10 years there will just be so many kids.
We'll have the most
There'll be
gangbuster
so-
church.
Yeah, we'll have so many kids. It'll be ridiculous. Like when our like college
Yo.
friends get together, there'll probably be like 30 kids running around in the next.
Let's rule the tri-state area.
Dang.
Harry the Platypus. Good golly.
Man, I don't know what to do about this crashing thing. That's weird.
It's kind of rough, dude. Good thing you have Caleb and I to hold the conversation. I'm
Well,
joking, man.
Aaron
yeah.
tells me I'm being a bad husband. That's so great. My brother in Christ, go to her. You sounded like such a sip. It was hilarious. I like when you said that. I was like, I can't take this seriously. Like it's
Dude, I ruined it.
probably the right advice, but I just can't.
I shouldn't have said that. That's so funny, though.
It was
best
so
part
it was
is that
so
you're-
cheesy.
My
was
brother in
so-
Christ.
It was so funny.
You
I
must
get what you're
see.
trying to do, and I appreciate it a lot, but it was so funny.
I love your impression of my voice because I think it's
Oh,
accurate.
I just killed a friendly.
Oops.
How do you guys feel about drones?
I'm on the drone team at work, so I think they're fantastic.
Wait, you're on the drone team?
What do you
That's
think
a
about
thing?
drones in New Jersey?
Those are probably enemy drones from a different country that wants to make war to us, not love. So
Well, then why wouldn't
They
they
don't
just
wanna
shoot them
all
down?
All the alphabet soup organizations just
because
came
our
out and said,
current government
"Pay
hates
no attention
America
to
and
these
wants
drones."
them to die.
Good point.
Also, give us more power and money.
You know what I was kind of thinking? What these drones might be? I was like, I wonder if it's just some dudes that got together on 4chan and are like, bro, what if we just make our own drones and just try to convince everyone that something spooky's going on, and it's literally just like 8 dudes in their basement? Because I feel
Okay.
like this type of thing has happened before. And it's just
Oh.
8 dudes on 4chan.
It's weird because why would they have the flight lights if they're nefarious? Because those are meant to, like, if you want to follow the rules, you put those flight lights on
Right.
so that like other aircraft can see what's going on with you.
Mm.
You don't crash. If you're trying to do something sketchy, you're not going to have, or if you're like doing something homemade or something sketchy, you're not going to have that. And there's also like a decent amount of rules regarding drones just because of aircraft and airspace. Actually, there's quite a bit. I'm learning a lot more than I ever
Stannis, I
wanted
like
to know
that.
about that. And so what's most likely what's going on is these are our drones doing something completely fine, but it's supposed to be kind of secret, and so that's why they're just like, hey, don't worry about it, we're just gonna ignore it because I don't know.
just
It's
don't-
all pretty sketchy.
It's still sketchy.
I get that argument. I just don't know, like, why would they? If it is the government, why would they even put lights on in the anyways? They make the rules, so is there
They
more
have to
concern?
follow their own rules, and so they don't hit their own aircraft. Like we don't. Like that's the
Do
other
they
thing.
have to follow their own rules?
Like why would that?
mean-
Why would I think the current theory is they're like Iraqi drones or something like that. Why would they put lights on them? They have
Yeah,
less of a
that-
reason to have lights than we do.
That I think is the weakest theory, that it's like a foreign government or something.
Did you hear Trump
I've heard
talk
of it.
about it?
No.
He said
I
our
don't know
government
what-
absolutely knows what's going on and knows about
Yeah.
this.
Oh yeah, that's what he said. He said this is definitely our government. They know what's happening. If you flew your drone out of your garage, they'd know where it came. They'd know what garage it came from. They know what this is.
Yeah.
Our Lord and Savior Donald Trump speaks wisdom again.
Dude, Daddy's home for Christmas, and I'm all here for it.
That's so funny, dude.
I say that only half joking.
That's funny.
I mean, I
I'm ready
absolutely
for
think it's
some mean
hilarious.
tweets for sure.
It's
And some
it's
media
absolutely
roast.
hilarious, and that's why I said it. But I also am excited.
Daddy's home. Oh. I don't know, man. I don't want to get into it.
I
I'm
do.
glad it's
Absolutely.
I'm,
You want to get
I'm
into
glad
all
it's
the politics?
I'm gonna change the name of the stream now, Ethan.
To politics? Can't remember what the
Religion,
stream
politics,
name is
maybe.
anymore. No, talking about.
It was the marriage help at forum.
I've been trying to keep up with the topic switch, but
Good
That's
stuff.
pretty impressive.
oh, Stannis, that's funny. Yeah, he's in that one, isn't he? Can't even stand him. Back when in Home Alone 2, huh?
I have a good conversation, and I if I'm allowed to, I don't want to hog anything.
Oh my gosh! Stop apologizing for things we know you're going to do anyway.
Okay. I'm on the Twitch stream right now, so I was trying to check the comment section, and I got ads on there, and it was an ad for Prize Picks. I recently watched this Drew Gooden YouTube commentary video. Drew Gooden's great. Some people might know him, whatever. About sports gambling and how it's kind of becoming an epidemic.
Really?
And I was wondering what you guys thought about sports gambling. Not like your typical like, is it okay for a Christian to gamble? Just like what you think about it in general. Because I'm not super into the sports scene like at all. But from what I understand, it's like sports gambling is huge, and they like sponsor everything now. Like there's ads for it everywhere, and like the NFL is like almost completely funded by Prize Picks and stuff like that. It seems like, I don't know, man. I think it's making gambling so accessible for like every young man ever that it's becoming like, gambling's always been a problem, always will be, but now it's like even easier. I don't know. What do you guys think?
Jake's got some wisdom on this.
Gotta hit that parlay, my guy. Come on now.
Sports gambling.
I think it's definitely becoming a thing that everybody does.
Like it's just
Dude,
so
it's,
normal.
it's just a quick flip, man. Like obviously you're gonna make money every time. Come on now. Like there's some really easy over-unders. Dude, my favorite, okay, this is completely off topic. My favorite is sports betting on the WNBA while tracking menstrual cycles.
Yeah, I heard that.
That's a hysterical theory, and I can't get over how funny that is, and it's probably accurate.
Like the teams just play crappy when they're on there.
Yeah, and because it's a pretty well-known phenomenon that women that work work closely together, they sync
The
up.
Women's
So the whole
National
team is
Basketball Association.
so the whole team is probably on the same cycle, so they probably all get real crabby at the same time. Not to be sexist, obviously.
Caitlin Clark show.
The Caitlin Clark show.
Dude.
True.
Dude,
Hey,
apparently
that's
the
true, though.
manager, did you guys see this? The manager of the WNBA was mad that Caitlin Clark got Athlete of the Year or Woman of the Year or something like that.
She
Honestly, though,
carried them.
She got
That's-
mad because it couldn't have been the organization of the year. It had to be the person of the year. Like, they hate her so much, and it doesn't make any sense.
Dude, I know so little about sports, but the little bit of like podcasts I listen to where they talk about it, like
I don't
I think it's incredible that like I think the
the success of Caitlin Clark has proved to these organizations that people don't care if it's women playing basketball or men playing basketball. They just want an entertaining show. And it hasn't been entertaining until Caitlin Clark came in and absolutely crushed everything. And it was a fun show to watch. So then people are like, yeah, dude, 100% watch PFW.
But only
Good.
Caitlin
It's
Clark.
interesting.
Take down
Yeah.
enemies.
And
And
that's
they
what Stanley's
belong
thing
to
is.
Still lost money. Their viewership increased like 300%.
Time's up.
And then they get
Everything
mad
went
that
up and
she's
then
got
they
person of the
still
year
lost
and couldn't
less
beat
time.
everybody. Like they're so vindictive. Like I don't get it. Like celebrate. Like they did put her. They out of pettiness, sheer pettiness, is why they didn't put her on the Olympic team. It was literally sheer pettiness. Like you got to earn your put your years in, kid. You know, whatever. It's like what? That's literally your best player. Why aren't you putting your best player into the WN, like into the Olympics?
Eliminated, you will lose all gear and weapons. But you won this time, so go collect your spoils.
Thing. I don't know, man. But with sports gambling, I
Click or
think
drag
it's
to pick up items.
It's. I'm
No,
sure
it's-
it's a pretty big
bad.
problem.
yeah. And I've never really understood the appeal of gambling and stuff like that. But
Locate
it's
the
Oh,
safe
like
on the
you
map.
don't understand the appeal of
Find
taking
high-value
$5 and making it 500? You are
Mark
not
the safe on the map.
breathing, my guy.
Finding
I-
high-value
I-
items usually
that
comes with
part.
risk.
Not
what I'm
breathing.
talking about.
It's like investment, but way faster.
Think of it as stocks, but without all the time and
Guns
work.
up now.
Yeah, it's like
Knowledge.
working out, but using steroids.
Even better than that, yeah. But
Oh
yeah,
my God. No, but I don't get I know I 100% believe that it's addictive because like gambling addiction I think is one of the most interesting and also one of the most tragic addictions. I mean all addiction's bad, but you know what I mean. But it's like I don't personally get that appeal because I guess I'm not really into sports and stuff like that or just like gambling in general. But like it's kind of weird how it's just like everywhere now. Like it's like, dude, let's make it really easy for you to like. Don't worry, it's just $5. It's fine.
It's a parlay. I don't
For
even know.
every
I don't know what a
single-
parlay is. I'm not gonna lie.
I know the term. It has something to do with like
Compete
you
with
do
others, but
multiple
once
mini
again,
bets,
if
and if
you
you
are
get them all,
eliminated,
you win or
all
something like
carrying
that.
supplies are lost.
I just see the
Winner,
memes online
collect your
and think
spoils
they're
now.
funny. I don't know.
Dude, you should watch this Drew Good video. It's pretty fantastic. He breaks everything down, but it's not boring because he's funny. But it's just kind of a weird thing. Something I don't know. Addiction is a very interesting thing to me.
Ethan, weren't you supposed to be in bed like half hour ago?
Yeah,
Pick up high-value items.
I'm just
from the
having a
safe
lot of
and
fun
extract with
lately.
them. Exchange these items for funds at the
This
black
guy
site
at
to
work
get better
spoke about
gear.
the sports gambling, and this is the second time I've heard about this comment. It seems to me that now it's a spiritual movement by the enemy more than anything. Yeah, you're probably right, Stannis. Oh, you mean the Caitlin Clark show? Yeah.
Yeah, that definitely could be.
Find and move to the extraction point. When the countdown is over, you'll safely extract with them. There may be enemies around the
It's just like
extraction
Call of
point.
Duty. I just want to
Stay
play one
alert.
more match, you know, but they could get the W. But I need
Cautious about
W's
the
so I
remaining
can
time, and
play
make sure
rank.
you
How
arrive
many
at
more do
the
I need? I
extraction
need
point
5
before
more
the
to
countdown
play
ends.
rank.
Successfully
All right,
extracted.
I should go. You're right.
No,
Yeah.
don't go. I should have said anything.
No, you're
it's
right.
fine.
You're right. I should get out of here.
Oh, I should get out of here.
I should as well because I'm cooking food for the wife now.
Gosh, your guys' schedules are
Well-
weirder than mine.
Click
Dude,
move all
it's
to
weird,
move
man.
all
She
the
has to
items
wake
your
up in
stash.
3 hours to go to work.
Yeah, I at least like
That's
still work on it.
gross.
I might not sleep very much, but I still work on a normal 24-hour schedule and eat regular meals and go to bed at normal times, other than like
Nice.
naps.
Dude, I'm so happy I have gotten straight days at work, but I have to work more weekends, so
In the lounge
unfortunately
of
I'll only
tactical
be at church
turmoil,
every
you
other
will
weekend
find the
now.
entrances of
But at
all
least I get
functions
straight
and
day
game
shifts,
modes.
so I'm gonna be happy about that.
Yeah.
All right, fellas. It's been fun.
Later skating.
Yep.
Peace
See ya.
out, Pastor.
Later.
Thanks for hopping in, Stannis, and contributing your wisdom.
Yeah.
Hope you come back.
Hopefully we can hear more of your parenting wisdom later.
Yes. All right. We'll